theory of planned behaviour creates barriers to the development of sustainable fisheries and aquaculture by negatively influencing the public's willingness to pay for sustainably produced seafood, supporting the trade and funding investments in growth, science and new technology. Development is critical to global food security and the achievement of the UN SDGs, notably 2, Zero Hunger, 13, Climate Action and 14, Life Below Water. This is Josh. Josh is a building surveying student at the University of Plymouth, living in student halls of residence. The theory of planned behaviour is made up of 3 constructs. Number 1. Attitude. Josh understands the importance of seafood as a protein source to fuel his gains in the gym. Josh recognises the importance of buying sustainably sourced seafood to support the trade and fund investments in growth science and new technology to further improve sustainability and reduce environmental impacts. Number 2. Subjective norm. Josh is influenced by social norms and opinions of others. Caitlin is a vegetarian and hates the smell of fish. She tells Josh he cannot cook his sustainably sourced fish in the flat. Number 3. Perceived behavioural control. Josh goes to the local shop and finds sustainably produced seafood is not readily available. Josh is behind on his work and must get to his lectures. He does not have time to walk into town and look for sustainable options. A few days later, when he finally drags himself out of bed in search of sustainable options, he found out he maxed out his overdraft the night before and sustainable seafood is expensive. Josh settles for a cheaper, more readily available unsustainable option caught using destructive fishing methods. These constructs are interconnected, and if any are unfavourable to the individual, the probability of their intended behaviour is reduced. In this example, Josh's attitude was favourable in achieving his intended behaviour. However, the subjective norm and perceived behavioural control were not. This meant Josh did not act on his initial intention of purchasing sustainable seafood to support the trade. Josh understands the theory of planned behaviour and what sorts of future interventions might be effective. He wishes sustainable seafood was cheaper and more readily available. He wishes everyone shared his positive attitude and showed willingness to support the development of sustainable fisheries and aquaculture. His goal is to communicate the importance to his friends. He is careful not to trigger defence mechanisms, causing a boomerang effect. Josh wishes he was brave enough to challenge the social norms.